Today, we're taking a trip inside one of the most dazzling, most intricate royal chambers ever built. We're talking about the Sheesh Mahal, the Palace of Mirrors, which is tucked away inside the incredible Lahore Fort. You know, a tour guide there said something that really puts it all into perspective. He called it the most beautiful and premium place, and then he added it was built for just 2 people. Now, this wasn't some grand hall for the public or a throne room for showing off power. Nope, it was an unbelievably luxurious space, all for a very intimate purpose. So who were these 2 people, and why on earth would anyone create something so extravagant just for them? Well, the man with the vision was the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. Back in 1632, he ordered this palace to be built as a private residence, a personal sanctuary, really, for himself and his absolute favorite wife, Mumtaz Mahal. And the name, well, it tells you everything you need to know. Sheesh Mahal literally means the Palace of Mirrors. And that's all because of its most famous feature, a kind of incredibly detailed mirror mosaic work called Aaina that covers pretty much every single surface, turning the whole place into a giant glittering jewel box. Okay, so this is where things get really fascinating. The point here wasn't just to be beautiful, it was to create a kind of magical, immersive experience. So, how in the world did architects in the 17th century figure out how to build a glittering, starry night indoors? It was actually this incredibly clever 4-step trick. First, you have water flowing through these little channels and collecting in a central pool. Then, light, either from the sun during the day or from candles at night, would hit the water and bend or refract. And that light would then bounce off thousands of tiny convex mirrors that were set into the walls and ceilings. And the result? The entire room would just sparkle, like you were standing under a sky full of stars. And get this, the design was so incredibly efficient, the reflective power was so intense, that it said just a single candle flame was enough to light up the entire palace. Can you just imagine the atmosphere that would create? This soft, shimmering, endless galaxy of light all around you? Of course, pulling this off wasn't cheap. I mean, we are talking about the most expensive materials you could get your hands on. The glass alone had to be imported all the way from Syria. And back in the 1600s, glass wasn't just glass. It was a taxable luxury good. Owning it was a total power move. Then you add in semi-precious stones like lapis lazuli, perfect white marble with these amazing floral designs, and of course, a whole lot of pure gold leaf. So what's a whole lot of gold? Well, it's estimated that over 100 kilograms of gold were used when this palace was first built. 100 kilograms. Now, most of it's gone today, but that number, wow, it just gives you a sense of the staggering wealth that was poured into this one single room. But, you know, this palace is so much more than just an architectural marvel. There's a really powerful, really human story that's literally built into its walls. It wasn't just a symbol of wealth. It became a monument to love, and then to profound loss. And you can literally see this story in the design. Originally, the palace was decorated with these beautiful inlaid hearts made of red stone, symbolizing the passionate love between Shah Jahan and Mumtaz. But then, tragedy struck. Mumtaz died while giving birth to their 14th child, and Shah Jahan, just completely overcome with grief, ordered every single one of those red stones to be ripped out and replaced with black ones. The palace was transformed into a symbol of his eternal sorrow. And the palace's story was far from over. After the Mughal era, it got a whole new life when the Sikh ruler Maharaja Ranjit Singh started using it as his royal court. And then, centuries later, in 1981, its importance to the entire world was officially recognized when it was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site, making sure its legacy would be protected forever. Now, to really understand the Sheesh Mahal, we have to kind of zoom out for a second. We need to see it not just as a room, but as the crown jewel of a massive imperial complex that was designed to project unimaginable power. From up there, you can look out and see another world record holder, the Lahore Fort's picture wall. It is the largest mural of its kind on the entire planet. This incredible, vibrant tapestry of tile work that just goes on and on across the outer wall. The view from the top was always meant to leave you speechless. And to put the scale of all this into perspective, just think about this for a second.
The White House complex sits on about 18 acres. The Lahore Fort, and remember this was the smallest of the Mughal forts, is 50 acres. And the Agra Fort, a mind-boggling 300 acres. This was power on a completely different level, designed to make any visitor feel just how immense the emperor's authority really was.
Our guide really summed it up perfectly with this thought. He said that today, even the most powerful leaders in the world have to deal with constant criticism. But back then, the word king meant something totally different. It meant absolute, unquestioned authority. And that was the kind of world that built the Sheesh Mahal.
So, that brings us to the palace's final chapter. How a space that was designed for the ultimate privacy, for total exclusivity, became a treasure for the entire world.
I mean, just think about that incredible transformation. A chamber that was built just for the private moments between an emperor and his queen is now a shared heritage site, open for millions of people to visit and connect with that history. It's a journey from the profoundly personal to the universally public.
And all of this leaves us with one final question to think about. What does it mean when a monument to personal love and personal loss outlives an entire empire and becomes a universal symbol? Well, I think it tells us that while kingdoms can rise and fall, the really powerful stuff, the stories of love, of grief, of breathtaking beauty, when they're captured in stone and light, they can truly last forever.